Hi, welcome to Healthy Lifestyle with Eraldo, a show dedicated to helping you live a longer and healthier life while giving you the inside scoop on all of the latest fitness, health, and lifestyle trends. And of course, having fun while doing it. Today, I have a special co-host. She is a friend of the show and author of Curly Girly. Welcome back, Tara Twersky. Hi, Tara. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm always happy to be here.
So how's Curly doing?
It's been doing really, really amazing.
Really good?
Yeah, it's been, you know, it was inspired by my little girl.
Absolutely.
And she has a massive curly hair, and I don't.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So I wanted to give her something to
Okay.
really be a concrete something for her to look at and point to and say, this is me and I love my hair. Because I feel like so many curly-haired girls, and you know, there's 1.6 billion of them. Absolutely. And they don't love their hair. So I wanted to change that.
Hope to empower them, right?
Yes, yes. So here we are.
Here we are, Curly Girly. Excellent. All right, so let's get started. Our first guest has made a name for himself by snapping some of Hollywood's hottest stars when they stroll through the city of brotherly love.
He can be spotted at all the VIP events in and around Philly, and he's here to chat with us today about what it's like to be a celebrity photographer and blogger.
Welcome to the show, Hugh Dillon, otherwise known as Philly Chit Chat. Hi, Hugh. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Terrific. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So let's get started. How did you come up with, with Philly Chit Chat? Is that your creation?
It was about 10 years ago. I was working as a paralegal. I know that you're an attorney. So I needed a creative outlet. And so my partner said, why don't you do a blog and write about Philadelphia? Because I'm always curious about why is this thing here, or who's going to this event. And so then I just started writing about Philadelphia and what our landmarks were about, because I was also a tour guide, so I wanted to convey that information to people online that weren't taking the tours. And so slowly I started to thinking, well, why don't I cover charity events and give them a little bit more, shine a light on them a little bit more. And so then I started, finding out where the charity events were and covering those events. At the same time, this was 2007, 2008, 9. I was working in New York. Besides being a paralegal, I really needed a lot of creativity. I was working as a paparazzi in New York and shooting celebrities. I was doing red carpet events, and I was also going to parties and catching celebrities there. Wow. So it was really the age of digital cameras, so it allowed me to get the photos and then put them out into the media quickly.
So I'm kind of curious, when did you say, no more paralegal, I'm just going to be a photographer?
In 2010, when my blog, Philly Chit Chat, really started to take off. I was getting 10,000, 15,000 readers a day. I discovered I could do, so I had advertising, and I also created this thing, which I had seen in New York. Patrick McMullen, I'm not sure if you've heard of him, but he is hired to go shoot parties. So the client, which is the party, would get the photos, plus he would take the photos and give them to the media. So I said, I'm going to try and do that here. And so slowly, at that time, I think I was working as a paralegal, but also Philly Mag, and then I started just building onto that, Philly.com.
Right, that was my next question. How did you cover so many outlets?
Well, I was the only one, the only photographer that was consistently out there, and it was very unusual for one photographer or a writer even to be at so many outlets. But then what I did was I went to the outlets and I said, look, you don't have to pay me. I'm going to be paid by the PR charity side. I'm going to bring you content that matches your brand, and I'm going to write it all up. Because a lot of times back then, PR people would hire photographers, and then the PR would work with the media outlet and pick out which photos, say the Inquirer, and even the magazines, and pick out which photos would go in. And it took about a week for your party to get published. So because one of the things that people did say that is I pushed the movement too. Like back then, 2007, maybe there was one event a week. I mean, now there's 2 events a night.
Right?
I mean, now it's just really exploded. So I just proved, in my head, I set up a criteria that I would publish on my blog every single day. So showing that people will go out, just not even on Friday, but they'll go out on Thursday and then Wednesday. And now they go out on Wednesdays and Monday and also Sundays. But years ago they never did that.
So who's your favorite celeb to photograph?
Okay, my favorite celeb is definitely Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, fellow Curly Girly.
They're so nice. Both of them are just always, whenever I'm in New York. Oh, in fact, there they are. They are definitely my favorite. This is at the Sex and the City premiere in New York. And, you know, look, I'm getting great eye contact. What you don't see in this picture is I'm actually on a ladder in the 3rd row.
Wow.
Because in New York, I mean, this was a very popular premiere, so it's very crowded. But you know what? They're very considerate of all the photographers. And even after that, so again, when I went, so that, when you're shooting on a red carpet, you're a celebrity photographer. When you go to the after party where you're not invited, that's when you're a paparazzi or a paparazzo.
So let me ask you this. That's your favorite. Who's your least favorite then?
Oh, yeah. My least favorite is Jennifer Aniston. I know, I'm hearing gasps, but what, I got a tip that she was eating at Alves. She was filming a movie, Marley and Me, here in Philadelphia, And, you know, I'm the only paparazzi in Philly, and so I'm waiting outside, and her guards come out and do a sweep, they call it. There's 2 trucks waiting there, and they don't see anything. And then she comes, the first car full of friends pile in. Then she comes out alone. She's looking amazing. And in my head, I'm thinking, of course she wants me to get this photo because Brad and Angelina just announced they were having a child. And so I'm screaming, you know, Jennifer, Jennifer. Well, her bodyguards go right towards me and they grab my camera, spit on me, try to throw me down on the ground. And so that's why, and people are like, well, that's her bodyguards. I'm like, who do you think she works for? They work for her.
I could stay here and talk all day, really I can, but we were out of time. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, okay, guys, still ahead. I know it's hard to believe that summer is just around the corner.
Up next, we'll share with you some summer slimming solutions that won't have you breaking a sweat. That and more when Healthy Lifestyles returns in just a moment.